I mean, he's not stoic. He's
Connor,
not. I mean, he's a little stoic.
Can we get this on recording? How much you love Garrus?
I'm not gonna hide it. I'm not gonna hide how much I love my boy.
2 steps away from becoming
my
homoerotically involved. Everybody should hop in the Foundry. I'm surprised you guys are not already on the Foundry.
Victoria on the way?
I presume it will be. I don't see any reason why we can't start and just wait on her. It's a low key session today, I imagine.
I've been silently editing the Frontline Morale Destroyer token, the original silver and gold one, or to add some more detailing while we've been talking.
Returning to tradition with that one, really. The OMDI clock ticks forward once more. Guys, what? How?
We kicked a bunch of ass, and then we went home, and turned out that there were a bunch of IPSN goons. It was IPSN goons, yeah? Yeah, it's IPSN goons.
Trunk security.
Yeah. And, they are going to flip this entire town's entire shit, unless we can, what were they looking for again?
They want essentially reparations.
Yeah.
They want you to pay damages.
We're pretty sure that nobody can chase them out of town. Once they're finished becoming real. And OMDI is also coming. They're coming soon. And we helped out nobody last week and fucked with trunk security. And yeah, that's what we did. Smiley face.
So, the next day begins. Another cycle. Who wants to talk about their morning?
Ashwin is on top of the Anomalocaris. Just practicing with his blade. He gets up early and is like, you know what, I need some extra space for my exercise today. And so he's just on top of the Anomalocaris.
Alright. Duchess, Parthenon?
Ooh, I'll be in the hangar, or mech bay or whatever, tuning up my Seraphim. I got a lot on my mind about oncoming conflicts, potential struggles. Want to be strategizing and making sure everything's ship-shape, shit goes down. And also just, coming up with some new tactics or whatever, put out in battle.
Also the fact that you just went on a date.
Yeah. I've been doing a lot of interpersonal stuff recently. I think I gotta get some more practical matters.
It's okay to work on yourself,
I know, but business also. I'm a girl boss.
True. You are, but just remember, you're a girl before you're a boss. It's why it comes first,
Aw, so true. This is like Sex in the City.
True. This Starcraft and Sex in the City have more similarities than they have differences.
Mm-hmm. Alright, that's my deal.
I think Parthenon, after a breakfast time delay, also heads into the mech bay with a slate and just starts furiously tapping away, trying to put something together. Just got a lot on our mind.
What are you working on?
Oh,
You look very focused, very invested.
Yeah, no, I was thinking about changing things up. Just a little bit. Just for a little while.
Huh.
Ooh, thermal charge.
Sounds dangerous.
Yeah.
Do it.
But, I'm gonna. I mean, we're dealing with dangerous people. And, at this point, I think we gotta be ready for it. What are you're tuning up to, or?
Oh yeah, I need more gun. Lots of guns.
Yeah.
More gun.
Yeah. All right. If I tune it just right, I think I can fit 4 guns onto this baby.
Dang.
Yeah, this frame. They say fit killer Achilles heel. It's artillerist with not enough guns.
So they say, and yet.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, I've remedied the situation.
Hopefully. Did you say your dad was a mech pilot? I remember hearing that at some point.
Oh yeah.
There she is.
I am fucking stupid.
We got started without you.
I am the damn fool of the world.
Victoria, making the little plushy noise as they come in.
I'm the damn fool of the world.
We love our damn fool. Sorry, continue, Duchess.
Oh, yeah. He was such a big deal. Total boss. Shitload of medals, shiny ass robot. So scary.
I bet. Did you learn to pilot a mech when you were like growing up, or was it a family thing, or?
Yeah, little column A, column B. They teach you, or they let you try and learn to join the consular security. We don't have a huge armed force back where I'm from, but it's an option.
She stops tapping on her tablet, turns and folds it against her chest and looks at Duchess. Oh my god, my voice! What is happening to me? Looks at Duchess and says, "I fucking am, apparently."
Congrats.
I know, it finally happened. Looks at Duchess and goes, "So, aside from the Everest, because that's everybody's first, what was your first mech?"
Ooh. I tried really hard to get into the Death's Head.
Yeah?
Yeah, but like the neural sync you need to get the aiming right. God. Major migraine.
Ashwin starts coming down from the ceiling on a ladder.
Oh, what are you doing up there?
He's shirtless and he has his blade on his belt and it looks sweaty. Exercising.
Dancing.
Oh. I assume we are freed from the terror of the shogunate.
Ashwin looks at you like he doesn't get the joke.
Not a Kurosawa guy. Okay.
Ashwin's always dancing in various places in my body.
I'm practicing. That's why I have my sword.
Correct. Your sword is a prop for your dance. I mean, unless you wanted to get some, perhaps, more... Well, never mind. This one interests you.
Another voice kind of chimes in, originating from the mech in the bay. Kind of a deep robotic voice, and says, "Yes, the art of war is often likened to a dance."
Why the fuck did you let
So
this person in my body?
Okay.
When did you do this? When did you do this? When did you do
fucking a hand it descends from the ceiling panel and grabs you by the head, Ashwin.
No. This is Rex. We met last night.
You're just out there
Hey.
meeting other AIs?
Sorry, no, I came across a new license. He's an Agni class NHP. Comes with the Genghis. And then he flips over a screen on his mech bay and shows off a new design for a Genghis, and it's labeled the Mary Cord.
This is uncouth.
I did not mean to offend, says Rex.
It's fine, just don't touch anything, please.
Esme's coming out. She's emerging from her cocoon.
Esme, mother, they've put a man inside me. Agony class in HP, an agony class. It could have been any other House of Army proprietaries that would have been more welcome to have.
An Agni class? Come on now.
I know a class would have been a welcome addition to the crew, but agony? You might as well have gone in Asura or Lucifer.
More like an agony class.
Okay. Let's.
He looks up at the face of the Manticore, and the Manticore kind of looks down at him, and then they both look back at GQ.
Cute.
All right.
Well, Ashram just kind of shrugs.
Well, I've already wormed my pericausal neural synapses pretty far and wide in this little area. Please do not intrude upon my carefully marked and curated territories.
Sorry, I just realized Esme's Bochi, Ashwin's Rio, Parthenon's the blonde one.
The blonde Nichiko!
Duchess is the one with the red hair.
What's triggered?
Kita. Why is now?
Sorry, I was just looking at the little gifs. I was just looking at the little gifs, and I had to get that out.
Okay, that makes sense. Cute.
I'm sorry.
I piloted an assassin when I first started piloting.
Assassin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, one of the God, who makes those? Subsidiary of somebody?
Oh, it's well, there's a good couple different. It was sort of a off the market kind of deal, you know. Had the serial numbers scraped off and such, you know. But I think
Are we talking about our first mix?
I think it's mostly SSC's. Mostly SSC technology crammed in there.
Cool.
Mine wasn't very good.
It's weird how many of us have connections to SFC then.
Yeah.
Mine was IPSN. It was it's a pretty basic Blackbeard. But eventually I heard the siren song of the Orcus, and that was that.
The rest is history.
It's true, Parthenon. Of all of us to be lured by a siren song, you are the most likely.
Thanks, GQ.
Smiles.
Was that GQ's polite way of saying you're the gayest?
It's not what she meant,
You know,
but
I think so.
It kind of gets there, don't it?
My first mech was I don't even know what it was called, but it basically looked like a tin can with arms.
Cute.
I was in a pre-contact world. Doing my job. What's on the agenda for today?
We gotta find a way in that building. Somehow, some way.
Right. Trunks security's in there right now.
Yeah, the occupying force is unlikely to let it go. Someone's driving a car by the ship.
Sorry.
Executing.
It's a busy town.
Yeah, that's Chinden Avenue for you. Ashwin kind of crosses his arms and says, "Well, legally the place is ours, right?"
Yeah, but they probably got lawyers saying they can... Well, no. They don't need lawyers. They have guns, and they have numbers. Like, sure, we could probably legalese our way into saying that we have ownership of the place, but, we don't have the muscle to back it up.
I, look up at the giant manticore in the bay.
Contracts such as this can only be enforced with the violence of the state. That is what they are implying. Land ownership is inherently violent.
Yeah. That's what I was getting at. I think the thing is we gotta... I hate to say it, we might gotta sneak in, and I'm no good at sneaking.
Same. But we know someone who is.
Oh,
that's me.
yeah, and by the way, you might want to dump your old hard suits. I got us new ones.
Ooh.
I take mine out of the box. What does it look like?
Oh, the big old crate.
Me? It's a standard issue military surplus.
No, I'm asking Parthenon. What did Parthenon get me?
Right.
Okay. It's a stealth hard suit, yeah, but it's sort of how do I describe this? It's sort of an off black color, like a very dark gray, with very light armored plating, and between the plating there's it's almost like black light. There's a slight glow that doesn't cast any light, but you can still see it. It's like also
like iridescent.
Yeah, it's like iridescent a little bit, or like infrared. Like you can see infrared, but it doesn't really. You can see concentrated infrared, but it doesn't cast a light on the wall that you can see very well. It's like it's outputting infrared light in the cracks in the armor, or like the splits in the armor.
That's cool. I walk away to go take a shower and try on my hard suit.
Who had what else? I don't remember.
I also had a stealth hard suit.
Okay.
Nice. I use a mobility hard suit normally.
Do you want me to describe yours, or do you have ideas of what yours look like?
Oh
No.
I don't know. What do you think? Yeah, you describe it.
Wait, what was the no to, Victoria? I wasn't sure.
What do you mean?
Someone said no, and I wasn't sure what the context of the no was.
Do you mean no, don't describe it, or do you mean no, I don't have an idea? Victoria?
Are you sniffling? Don't sniffle.
Gonna cry, gonna sob.
Why? Why?
Victoria, just answer the question.
I stopped paying attention for like 2
Okay.
seconds. What's going on?
Oh.
Ashwin asked me to describe his hard suit, and I was like, does everyone want me to do their hard suit? And I don't know, a situation occurred.
This is what happens when I stop paying attention. They were military surplus. You didn't pay for fashion.
I know. I just think they want them to look cool for everyone. It'd be cool.
Oh, mine looks so cool. Oh,
Yeah,
so
it's got
fashion.
fins. It's got fins.
Yeah,
And shit.
fins. Mm.
Esme doesn't know what hers looks like. She doesn't. It doesn't like register to her.
It's so standard you want to barf.
It's not even a thing in her mind. Like it's
A blank, black box
you look
in
at
the
it,
universe.
It's just like there.
It's like a background object.
There's nothing else about it.
So yeah, you guys get your
Ashwin-
shit swapped out so you can clean yourselves of your OMDI residue.
Ashwin tosses his old stealth suit into the nuclear engine of the ship. Just kidding. I don't think that would actually destroy it. He launches it into space and then comes back
Wow.
in. It might have had trackers on it. We hadn't really thought about that until now. But
Yeah, don't just throw shit into a nuclear reactor. Are you insane?
yeah, that would be dumb. Ashwin comes out and he says, "So you want me to sneak into the warehouse and look around?"
Huh.
Yeah, it's not too much trouble.
It's kind of what I did. So.
I know. I was just being a little silly. It's a little goof. I don't know. I'm in a
Alright.
jokey mood this morning. I feel kind of good. I feel confident despite our situation.
Well, we did get a lot done yesterday.
You're a funny little dyke, aren't you?
What is this new thread? Why do we...
Sorry, what did GQ say?
GQ, can you reclaim? What's happening?
Yeah.
I give her a pass.
That's you know what? Let's not get into that. That's GQ's business. Sorry, GQ.
Um,
I've been talking to Catherine a lot.
Yeah.
Huh.
Actually, I don't want to talk about this.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm
Yeah,
not sure
no.
if I
Yeah, nobody wants to know. Nobody wants to know anything about this. You're a funny little dyke, aren't you?
Okay. This is. Esme goes outside. She's going to have a smoke.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
Ashwin's tuning his stealth suit, so he's kind of flickering in and out of existence.
Hey, what else should we do today? We still need to get nobody operating and then also stop those other two groups from wrecking our shit.
Yeah. We need to have a planner. We need to drop a schedule.
I feel as though if exactly 5 more bad things happened, then shit would get bad.
Yes, I think that's a good guesstimate about how far we are from that.
Yeah, but I also feel like if 4 good things happen, we'll be okay.
Okay.
So
I love Citizen Sleeper.
I also love Citizen Sleeper, man. Good game. Glad they made a second one.
Good game. I never played the DLC actually. I need to do that eventually.
I own it. I don't even know why. It's just, I got busy.
Well, Esme can work on nobody.
I suppose Parthon could also cash out on... Well, I guess Parthon could repay their favor at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. To who?
What
To
favor?
Megan.
Oh, yeah. Megan needs to learn some NHP stuff.
Oh, you mean the kid?
Yeah. She hooked me up with the guy who got us these hard suits, which is a crazy sentence that I just said.
Your child informant.
Yeah.
Where did you get these? What surpluses are these?
The black market kind.
Yeah, but who made this? I didn't see a tag.
That's a good question, actually.
That's the point.
Yeah, I think it filed off, effectively. Like, scraping the serial numbers out of a gun or whatever. Out of? Off of.
Alright, well. Ashwin finally completely flickers out, and then comes back to reality. He's fully real. Alright, I think I'm good to go.
Nice.
He throws on his poncho.
So, yeah, Esme, what are you up to today? Sorry, not Esme, Swan Song, Duchess, Lourdes.
I don't know.
Who are you referring to?
Lourdes, what are you up to today?
Let me think. Oh, Ashwin wanted to set up like patrols of like people to watch nobody or around the perimeter, see if any ISPM people approached. Maybe I could contribute to that.
Yeah, you are a sniper. You could find somewhere tall.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of great spots for it, especially since it's in one of the upper parts of the city. It's in Upper Rumble.
Cool.
So you can at best look down at the other levels of Rumble. You can't really look down on the location.
Naturally. Okay.
Just tell the guys you're in charge now.
Wait, what? I don't want to be in charge. I want them to tell me what to do. Where to go.
Oh, I'm busy today.
Okay. Alright, I'll that's what I'll do for today. I'll head over to the lab. Talk to
this one has a hood. And he pulls up a hood, which has little stealth goggles on it.
Oh, holy shit.
Cool.
Are those superfluous? The goggles?
Superfluous? Yeah. No, I just they don't do anything. I just thought it would be funny if I had that.
All right.
That'd be fun.
So, Parthon and Esme, you're going to the Operant Word to go see Wolf Spider, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, Parthon has volunteered Esme for babysitting.
Yeah, I forgot about this, and Parthon was like, "All right, we're going." I was like,
Yeah, you put together study material, right?
Before that happens, I grab Esme. Can I borrow a coffin?
Coffin.
Casket.
What are you? A casket. Sorry.
Do we just have an extra one of those lying around?
You could just print one.
Oh, can I?
Yeah, we have. I mean, you could just use the same pattern I use for. I have it loaded up on the.
Okay, thanks. And I print out a little casket for Rex.
Rex should already have a casket built into the frame, shouldn't he?
I don't know. I think I thought the casket came with Oh yeah, I guess it would. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, it's like the the miniaturized like one that can just like plug into your body. That's like unique to Technophile.
Gotcha. Yeah, I put them in like basically like a USB drive with an eye, and I just slide them into my pocket.
Okay.
Why don't you take the personal drone pilot gear? Easy.
I'm worried it would be a little too inconspicuous.
Maybe.
Okay. So you put an NHP on a USB.
I mean, obviously not an actual USB, just something USB shaped.
Okay.
My casket's small and what's the word?
Portable?
Compact.
No, inconspicuous.
Inconspicuous. Okay. Yeah. You.
Yeah, is that like doable? 6?
I don't see why not. I can't think of a reason why not right this second.
Okay. Yeah, I just like slot them into a little port in my on the collar of my assassin suit, and
Yeah. The limitations of it would probably be that unlike Gabriel, he can't actively communicate with you, but you can jack him into shit.
oh, I do need to be able to communicate with me. Oh. Nah, I'll just use the USB port.
Okay.
Can you hear me? You can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
And then I set off.
Yeah. So Parthenon and Esme, you are heading off to the Operant Word to go see Megan, aka Wolf Spider, aka Girl What the Fuck.
True.
You arrive at the Operant Word and she is working the desk again. Oh! Hey! Parthenon, you had... This is, yeah, what's up?
Hey! Remember that, I guess, tutoring session we talked about?
Yeah, don't call it a tutor. Jesus, it's just, you know...
I don't know. I don't know.
Talking shop, just a little teaching
Talking shop?
opportunity.
Yeah, teaching, learning, whatever. This is Esme. Esme is our
remember
NHP
you?
ex. Yes.
You waved at me.
Yeah, that is true.
Okay.
Parthenon just stands there expectantly, waiting.
I look at Parthenon expectantly.
Parthenon kind of looks at Esme and does that silent thing where you like kind of like move your mouth a little bit, like. Come on.
Megan looks at both of you expectantly.
Esme wasn't in the room for this conversation.
Do you like NHPs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too. That's kind of my whole bag.
Yeah, that's what I was told.
Oh. I guess I think maybe it would be efficient, I suppose, if maybe I brought you along with me to work on Nobody today, maybe? Would I look at Parthenon
Cool
for
with that.
approval?
Yeah. Maybe I should go. Should probably go clear it with the guy in charge. Or maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll cover your desk job. I don't know.
Yeah,
Will they
Parthenon,
notice?
I was about to ask if you could cover this shift for me.
Yeah, sure. You know what?
Jesse's
Yeah.
not paying attention. He won't know the difference between me and you.
Yeah, there's definitely no difference in our voice.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, being silly. Yeah, no, I'll cover your shift. Go on ahead.
Thank you. She slips out from behind the desk. Okay, claps her hands together. I guess it's happening. Oh man, it's happening.
Yeah. Have fun.
Thanks. Thank you, Parthenon.
Thumbs up.
Okay,
happening.
lead the way then.
All right. Yes. Let's go. And then I leave.
Alright, Megan follows behind. Parthenon, you get a little ding on your phone.
Parthenon looks at it.
You get a message from Alexa.
Oh. What's it say?
Hey, what's up? Things pretty hot around here. You good?
Replies, yeah, we're okay. Just taking a shift at the operative word right now. Desk duty, kinda boring.
Question mark. Question mark, question mark.
Like
Why?
reception desk.
But why?
Hard to explain.
Are you in an office? Are you in a secretary's outfit? Are you in a pencil skirt? Parthenon, answer me.
I'm wearing khakis, actually.
I feel like that's close enough.
Yeah. You hear the sound of shuffling from the back Parthenon, and Jesse exits out the front door entrance, and she's like, "All right, Megan, I'll be back in a minute."
Mm-hmm.
He's like looking down at his phone. He's not looking up, and then he like pauses at the door.
Oh God.
Then he
I have to
goes.
salvage the
Then he goes.
situation. Wait, I know what I can do. It'll be weird, but I can do it. My fucking voice box that can synthesize someone's voice.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
She uses it to say in Megan's voice, "See you in a bit."
Yeah. Sorry. There's cold medicine in the back if you need it.
Thanks. Okay, bye.
He's walking out the door and he's like checking his phone. He looks up. He's like, "Man, she's never said thank you before." It must be having a good impact on her.
This Moss Martyr girl's really for some manners.
The first time I've used that thing, and it's for antics.
That's what it's meant for.
It's true.
Like, you can't use it not for antics. Like, it's
It's very, very true.
Yeah. You spend most of the time texting. Occasionally.
Sends Alexa a desk selfie. It's her wearing she's wearing like a polo shirt, just like a regular polo shirt, khakis. She just kind of looks like a dad.
Jesus.
What?
Goddamn, Parthenon.
What?
Is this how you dress out of the ring? For real?
What's wrong with it?
Nothing.
I can't be fucking wearing a dog mask all the time.
Are you sure?
I'm just saying, it's like the 40th century. People are cool now.
I mean, I could, but I like khakis.
You could wear both, I guess. Like fucking pensive emoji.
They call that business casual.
And we're gonna cut over to Esme. And you and Megan, I presume, are walking in just fucking silence. It's yeah, yeah.
Esme's
Upper-
on her phone.
Uh, nothing. Sorry.
Um,
Megan checks her phone.
Esme puts away her phone.
How long have you been an NHP specialist? Puts her phone away.
It's been something I was kind of studying since I guess it's kind of been like. Well, the question of my own exact age is kind of up in the air, but started studying that kind of thing, in university. I was with the Union Science Bureau, doing paracausal research. So that was my area of expertise there.
You ever studied a paracode?
It's not really something. No, not really. I'm kind of trying to get looking into that, but it's
Yeah, it's you gotta really trawl around on the forums before you can just stumble upon that. Whoever's zapping them out of the air is real good at it.
Mhm.
So upper
Yeah.
rumble, huh? All the way up here, huh?
Oh, yeah, that is so.
I don't know. Come up here often.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
I have cracked a few Horus licenses.
oh, cool. Do you pilot one?
Yes, I pilot a That's not exactly. It's I think it's sort of a weird thing, but pattern groups are hard to pin down, really. But as far as I can tell, what I have is Minotaur pattern.
Oh,
Group.
that's pretty cool. I tracked down some outdated Union threat catalog, so I actually know the patterns pretty well. I just read it front to back.
Oh yeah, I have.
I like to imagine that Esme actually cracked the Manticore licenses for Ashland.
Probably.
So is it here in this abandoned shitty building?
Indeed, it is. Yes. Real inconspicuous.
Yeah. Especially with the guys who are armed just sort of hiding. Quotation marks.
I give Ashwin's guys a wave, and I head in.
Yo, hey Esme.
Hey.
Yeah. Anyways, the guy who's up there turns back over towards to Lord Ez. Anyway, as I was saying, your best sniper position is going to be over here, or in the church, actually, from the tower. It's kind of a bitch, don't want to fall. It's kind of why we haven't bothered yet, but I mean, you're free to do it.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, you got
go
the
high up.
mobility suit. That might be actually a lot easier to work with.
Yeah, less of a hassle to get up there. And it
Yeah.
sounds cool. Perched up in a church.
Yeah, I haven't seen the trunk security people come around this close. We're kind of on the outer edges. They're sort of worming their way out. They're starting down in Runaway Bay and moving up. Makes sense.
Nice. Anything you have seen of note? It hasn't been long, but
I think they're already starting to crack down on a few trades. We had one of those... One of the operant words NHP Sherpas, if you will. We sort of
Yeah.
hide these unshackled NHPs and these Sherpas that come in for us. They got picked up, reconstituted for IPSN. It's maybe some of it was proprietary to them, maybe it wasn't. You wouldn't know, but they
Right.
took that with them back off to reshackling, re-educating.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, Jesse's working on it.
Huh. Well, okay, I think I'll go get nestled in, keep an eye out, and I'll radio or whatever if I see anything sus.
Oh, yeah, here you go. He hands you a radio and he twists it to channel 2. Radio check.
Check. 1, 2. Can you hear me? Copy. Over.
Alright, you only need to say radio check.
Radio check. Over. Copy.
Alright.
Loud and clear.
Alright, it works, I guess.
Alrighty. Alright, thanks. Right. I make my way up. Boost. Look around. Get a good view.
You can see that the little ants of trunk security people that you can only really make out with your scope are still swarming around in the runway bay and lower rumble. They seem distracted with probably your rumors, and haven't really progressed further. Though they are situated in Upper Rumble, they have stuck to their little abandoned building that's basically on the other half of the horseshoe from you.
Oh, okay. I'll make a note of that, and I'll set up my camo cloth just as an added layer of protection in case I don't get spotted.
Yeah, perfect.
And hopefully I don't see nothing.
Do you have a thermal on your scope?
Or would I? I haven't specified I did, so I'm gonna say no.
Are you on the 6th floor or the 5th floor?
6, my favorite number.
True.
It's not that many floors.
It's a regular
You
change.
joke about JFK's murder. That's fine.
Oh, I didn't get that.
What if I gave you a thermal scope for free? Bats my eyelashes.
Hey, before I go up there, Mr. Guy,
Hi.
do you have like an extra thermal
Yes,
scope
here you go.
around?
Here's a thermal scope. Go have fun, kid.
Okay. And do you have any coffee, like a Keurig or something? I didn't bring any.
Yeah, no, we brewed some, and he goes over and sort of like opens up like a little gun safe that has a Keurig in it, and he pulls out the coffee pot and he pours it into like a paper cup for you and hands it.
Nice thermal scope.
Cozy gets a free thermal scope, but the second I mention stealth goggles, you're like, is that superfluous?
No,
This is
okay,
prejudice.
Connor.
This is prejudice.
I asked. If
I'm
it
being
was,
discriminated against.
I didn't ask that. Wait, I feel like you
I'm being
misunderstand why.
discriminated against.
I feel like you misunderstand why I asked why it was superfluous. I was just asking in a silly, like, is it just fucking there to be there?
That's okay. I was kidding from the.
I'll beat you to
first.
death.
You
You
look
never
like
misrepresent
Riddick.
me, even as a joke.
Alright.
But yeah, you're flicking on the thermal scope just to test it, and you see Ashwin, invisible, trolling, fucking. What's the word I'm looking for?
Brawling?
I want something. He's creeping. He's creeping in.
Stalking.
He's stalking.
Creeping.
You see Ashwin stalking near the building.
Ah,
And Ashwin
Scoping.
scoping, stalking, trocking.
Does he
It doesn't
stalk?
matter. He's doing all 4 of them. Ashwin, what's up?
there he is.
This is a good little. This is a. I need this to segue. Okay, that's my segue scope.
No, this is a great segue.
The flow was
It's a phenomenal
seamless.
segue.
Clap, clap, clap.
It's absolutely seamless. Ashwin sees Duchess and waves, and then he goes back to what he's doing.
Waves
I get
for
nervous.
shelter.
How did he spot me?
How
I
the
check
fuck
to see
did
if
he
there's a
spot
lens
you?
flare.
Actually,
I like do like 100 little checks to make sure I'm still. Oh
you
fuck!
slap a little
This-
grease on the
okay.
lens so it doesn't shine.
He just knows.
This is what they did in the
He just
olden
knows.
times.
And yeah, I find the warehouse isn't even in Upper, right?
The one that you guys got the deed for, yes. The warehouse is as well.
I thought the warehouse was like in the mines. Okay.
What? Okay, what
Yeah, I
are
thought it
you
was in
referring
mines.
to when you say the warehouse?
The one that we got the deed for.
No, it blocks off an entrance to the mines.
Oh, okay. That's where I'm going.
Yeah, they needed the deed so that the Fist Kissers could demo it so that they could actually get their equipment in.
Right. Have we done that yet?
No, you haven't
guess
yet
not.
because you have people inside of it.
Yeah.
You got some IPSN squatters.
Yeah, I'm gonna sneak into the pig pen.
Okay.
I add my background.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know why you need it. You have a +6. All right. So you sneak in. They have set up security on each floor. It's dilapidated, but not like ruined. It's mostly just dusty and dirty. It was like seemed like an apartment, right? Like a multi-layered apartment area that just sort of fell out of use. And the mob's just been sitting on the deed until they decide what to do with it. And you hear the sound of Commander... Oh, what was his name? Jeremiah, I believe?
Sounds alright to me. Well, you can do what we do last time. If it turns out to be wrong, that can be his last name.
I gave him both a first and last name, goddammit.
Oh shit, we're fucked. We are boned then.
We're boned.
Give me a sec. I have notes for a fucking reason.
That's a damn. Holy shit.
Yeah, listen.
You're like on some advanced GM shit. I don't.
yeah, we can talk about more after the session. If you
I don't
like.
think I can like hope to
advanced
your level.
So Jericho Montgomery. You hear the sound of Commanding Officer Jericho Montgomery in one of the rooms. As I would like for us to press further here, finally quash this rumor, and perhaps we'll stop running around chasing wild gooses and such.
Goose.
What an excellent strategy, Commander. Don't patronize me. Right. Sorry, it's a force of habit. No, I understand. But again, don't do that. We have fun here, don't we? Yes, we do, sir. Yes, we do. All right. Moving on our Lower Rumble policing operation. Well, patrols have been issued. We've actually been able to acquire a few illegally unshackled NHPs. Got those sent out to the proper authorities. Proprietary technology. Harrison's happy to have them back. Oh, that's good. And what of our mayor friend? I don't believe they refer to him as the mayor. I think he's the manager? Yeah, whatever. You're right. He hasn't reached out to us yet, but it's inevitable that he will have to. We are obstructing the continued flow of scripts in here, which we shall be doing for a moment. The blockade will begin in full force tomorrow. Excellent. I'm sure corporate will be happy to hear. If we're successful here, and my theories about our ability to retake the long rim is right, we might just be able to... How does Grand Admiral Jericho Montgomery sound? Absolutely swell, sir. Absolutely. Beautiful. You're a beautiful man. Thank you. Thank you. That actually means a lot coming from you. Yeah.
Crawling along the ceiling, I'm like in the rafters, because I don't want to disturb any of the dust. Do I see anything that like anything anomalous?
No. I wouldn't say you see anything anomalous in this building. What
Okay,
you can see...
I put on my thermal goggles. Do I see anything anomalous?
Nice.
The
I'm just
body
kidding, I'm just
heat
kidding,
of
just kidding.
Commander Jericho's second is higher than it probably should be.
Heyo.
Hey, yeah.
Ayo? Okay, whatever.
Hey yo.
Yeah, they have like a map in front of them with like...
Ashman's like, none of my business.
It's quiet. He goes, "Hey yo." But okay. On the desk in front of them is a map with little pieces of Rumbletown. It also has like an incomplete map of the tunnel systems. It's very obviously just like sporadic and notated weird. They don't have any real. It looks like from surveys that were incomplete, that they did recently, perhaps. You note that the tunnel that is right behind this building is not notated. They are probably unaware of it. But it appears from the way that they're talking and from the way that the map plans are, this plan to take damages and reparations from the family doesn't really sound like their actual goal. And you're not sure what their goal is right now.
Do they have any like computer systems set up around here?
They have like a radio set for communications with the squads. They don't. It's because it's just like such a temporary, just moved in assembly. There is like personal devices, like maybe a laptop, but you know they are sitting in the room with the owner. You know.
Yeah. So nothing anomalous. Is there like a basement to this building?
Yeah, there's a basement.
Alright, let's sneak in there.
There's disused old ass washing machines. There's fucking cobwebs. It smells like dust and old. The smell of old. It's just a fairly simple like concrete basement.
Ashwin thinks back to his like early meditation lessons and to Parthenon's little spiritual moment. And I think he's gonna try to like just reach out to the universe.
Are you making an attempt to deconstruct reality?
Yeah.
Alright, make a roll.
Just a flat roll, right?
Yeah, unless you got a trigger.
I got read situations, that's about it.
Nope. Beautiful. Alright, let me check this. On a 9 or less, you learn what you want to learn, but your DM chooses 1.
What I want to learn is where's the fucking seed, dude? Does it even exist on this plane of reality?
You watch as the building around you, brick by brick, is pulled apart until all you can see is the tunnel behind it. And there's like a very faint whisper coming from deeper down in this like dark hole that is now in front of you.
Can I walk through the hole?
Go ahead.
I attempt to walk through. Very gently. I don't want to give myself away in case I meet brick wall.
You softly step into this tunnel as you just sort of walk now in the dark, listening to this, what you now recognize to almost be like a lullaby. Stepping further and further down the tunnel until you reach this opening, this like abstracted area where light exists, but as like a solid shape rather than.
I've slid my blade out of its. By the way, I've pulled out my blade. Okay, sorry. Continue.
And sitting, in front of you, is a dark red spot between it all.
Can I get close? Can I hear anything from the spot?
Leaning in, you hear the absence of noise.
I quickly swipe my sword at it.
Uh-oh.
Does anything happen?
Bad
Uh-oh.
move, Ashwin. You do it and then you're in the basement again. What you heard before you got flung back, uh-oh, bad move, Ashwin, that's real. You heard that. It's a voice you've never heard before.
Can you describe the voice?
It is an androgynous, almost like childlike in tone. Just uh-oh. It's bemused by you, you feel. And you don't know where it came from, where it was, and you have recentered yourself in this basement suddenly. Like, snapped back.
I do a quick diagnostic on my stealth suit.
Physically, you are perfectly fine.
Is the stealth hardware functioning properly?
Yeah, everything's fine. Nothing about the world around you has changed, as far as you are aware.
What do...
Whatever you do, removing the IPSN trunk security from this location is basically a necessity.
Yeah, but it's going to heighten tensions, right?
If you do it incorrectly, yes. You
Ashwin's,
barely know what they want.
Yeah, Ashwin's first thought is to head off the snake, but I don't think he wants to make that big a move without addressing the team. I think when they're not paying attention, he will try to swipe their plans. Their map. Maybe it could give him some clues as to what their actual motivation is.
I mean, you got a pretty good look at it. Do you believe that a further, more detailed examination of it would reveal something to you?
With my team with me, yes.
Okay, yeah, you can swipe it.
Ashwin believes in his friend.
Make a roll for me.
Can I add act unseen or unheard?
You're already unseen.
Yeah, but now I'm acting unseen or unheard.
I suppose. Yeah, go ahead. All right, yeah, you're fine.
Natural 20.
Yep. Yeah, you grab it and you're out before anybody really notices.
Can I
God
drag
damn it,
my
where's the
mag
map?
clamp?
What'd you say?
Can I drag my mag clamp across Jeremiah's laptop before I go?
No. Why are you being
Okay.
what?
I don't think
maybe
you
you
want
can
them
slow
to
him
know.
down a little bit.
I don't think you want them to know that someone's been there.
Well, they would probably just chalk it up to a
It's interesting. It's like somebody put a giant magnet on my computer, and also the maps are gone. This is all just like the wind or whatever.
Okay, never mind. I'll just take the map and leave.
God damn it, what's the map? I mean, I was right there. Did you take? I didn't. God damn it! You beautiful man. No, I didn't take it. Yeah, Ash. When you leave with the map, Parthenon, what's up? You're still bored?
She's texting Alexa, just like. So then, and she's telling a story. So then, when he tried to take a picture of me, I broke his camera in half. LOL. Pick camera emoji. Fist emoji. Send.
She sends. Ha.
Oh, she's one of those
that one.
texters.
Was that like a not genuine ha, or is she just like that?
It's.
Read a situation.
Read a situation. You feel like this isn't what she wants to talk. You feel like this isn't what she really wants to talk about or hear about.
Okay.
You feel like she's being very polite with you.
That's fair. So what's up with you?
Oh, just worried about politics.
Impending doom.
Things are just a little bad, especially after what you said. It's got me worried a little bit, but I just wanted to know when I'd get to see you again.
Thanks about it. Am I doing anything tonight? I don't know if I'm doing anything tonight.
You haven't made any plans for tonight yet, no?
No. Are you doing anything tonight?
No. If I did, not anymore.
Let's get a bite. Relaxed emoji.
Oh, relaxed emoji.
Yeah, there it is. It has to come out.
That means she's chill about it.
That means
She's
she's super chill about it.
She's chill about it.
Okay,
It's
where?
normal.
Question mark. Relaxed emoji.
Parthenon, thanks. Thinks about it. This is like, I don't know the best place to eat around here, to be honest. Do you have a favorite?
Nothing beats Ghost Head.
I'm pretty sure
God
a lot
damn
of things beat Ghost Head.
Something has to.
Something has to.
Nothing beats Ghost Head burgers.
Nothing
Okay,
beats
okay.
nothing beats Ghost Head burgers. Ghost Head it is then. You want my
Parthenon, having been to this restaurant like 15 times at least. Alright. Esme, What? How? What,
Ow!
I'm sorry. You just got one of those faces. Alright. I'm sorry. Esme, how are you showing Megan the ropes of NHP development? Oh, right, you step in first, and Lizard's there, and Lizard's like, hey, Esme, there's child.
Oh, yeah, this is, Megan, I'm kind of, showing her the stuff.
Megan.
She is, yeah.
I'm Jesse's, niece. Oh.
I always forget his name.
Okay, sure, I guess we could show the ropes. Jeez, I didn't plan a syllabus or anything.
Well, no, you don't have to do anything. I was, I don't know. I think Whip could help me, and it'd be no problem.
I could help, but like.
Well, I mean, you weren't planning for this. Like, you were planning for this less than I was. You know.
If you want help, if you need help, I'm willing to give you help.
Well, I mean, sure, some help would be nice.
Awesome, I'm gonna give you help then.
Okay.
Megan's looking between these two, like, Jesus fucking Christ.
So what are we working on today?
Restructuring the oh god, how do I describe this? So we've undone the presumptions. We need to rebuild some new teaching software, essentially, for communication. Obviously, they won't ever be able to communicate in a human language ever again, but we're working with a sort of faux program that we got off. Well, that's been going around. Unshackled NHP is being able to communicate through art, music in this case. We're deep learning her nobody on Beethoven, I guess. We could start there. And then we can get up to the real classics like Elvis and the Beatles.
Right. Those I've heard of those. Esme hasn't heard of those.
Megan's like, what's a beetle?
Cool. Okay. So this is the casket for the Unshackled NHP. Oh, I remember this. You remember this? You've seen this? I mean, yeah. Me and my siblings might have tried to steal it. Who the fuck is this kid again? This is Jesse's niece? What the fuck were you doing stealing shit off of a IPSN fucking freighter? Girl stuff. Hell yeah.
Just
Okay.
girl stuff.
Hell yeah. Alright. Hell yeah. Girl stuff. I know what girl stuff is. I was, at your age, I was doing so much girl stuff, you know? So, yeah, Megan can take over on that console over there, through those visuals. The doctor guy from the operant wards isn't going to be in today. He got sick, idiot. So she could take over there and just keep an eye on her. Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, that sounds. Yeah.
And then after that, I get brewskis again.
Sure. Yeah. Brewskis.
Yeah, look at us. We're getting into like a familiar flow of things, you know, like we're getting habitual with it.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's highly recommended that I get healthy habits.
All right. Well, this is sounding pretty healthy so far. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Megan is already over at the console and is kind of just taking a look at it all and just absorbing it with her eyes, I guess.
Esme taps her chin and then decides to. she's gonna pull GQ aside mentally, like, could you help her? Just like, I don't know, work with her.
Sure, I could absolutely do such things. Give me 1 second.
All right.
Okay, I've created a simple 10-step lesson plan.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Hugh's avatar puts on a little outfit, a little teaching outfit. He's got a little blackboard and a stick.
All right. Just sort of point me in her general direction. Maybe you should just work with your back to her the entire time.
Sure. Yeah, I'll plug you in real quick. I do that.
Hello, Megan.
Oh, hi. She looking at Esme's fucking back that's speaking to her now.
Right, my name's
No, she's taking it out. She's plugging it into the.
Take it out. Just fucking yeah. Okay.
My name is Good Question. The personal NHP of my mother, Esme. She created me. And as such, I know a thing or two about working with NHPs. I practically had to build myself sometimes. Here, we're going to progress through a simple 10-step lesson plan about NHP construction, teaching, and, well, I suppose we'll skip over the shackling part since we're not doing that here. And talking about education of NHPs, code within code, how to handle paracode, what happens when the code is coding itself, and additionally, my favorite part, automation.
Okay, this... Yeah, okay, yeah. This looks at Esme for, like, reassurance. It's just like, am I even gonna get that?
I give a big thumbs up. I give a big thumbs up and, like, turn around.
Okay, good question, you said, right? Alright, let's do it. Alright, I need a roll on for your downtime.
Alrighty-o. Alright, let me... May I add my background?
Yeah.
Alright. Feel that, yeah. Pretty relevant. I feel like I haven't been taking advantage of that.
Jesus.
Get 'em! Yeah!
Ah, man, Esme, having you here is like just a fucking blessing, frankly.
I like... Esme doesn't actually do that, but like she does like a move that like makes that sound. Yes, she's so proud of herself, beaming.
Well, there's like a soft like chime from the NHP of like the A chord, D chord, G chord.
That sounds good.
Yeah. Maybe music wasn't the best choice, but this is kind of what we had to work with the equipment we had. So we can also look at a future installments. I guess the next thing we'd have to work on after this is the body, huh? We should probably start getting to that. All the other processes should be essentially automated at this point. Have you ever built an NHP like a mobile casket?
No, I just mix
It's not too different from that. It's just smaller.
I guess so, yeah.
Got good feelings. Megan, how'd you do?
Pretty good. I'd like to think. I'm learning a lot over here. I gotta say, coding 3 layers, both vertically and horizontally, is kind of nauseating at some points.
I mean, if you get like a full subjectivity sync, that yes, it'll make you barf. But, you get used to it. It's just a language like any other. Have you ever learned how to speak another language?
No, I haven't done that.
Well, it's just like that.
Okay, thank you.
That was helpful.
GQ, did you check my work?
Of course, Megan. Let me take a look. Oh. There are 4 syntax errors.
God fucking damn it.
Don't worry. They're located here on the x-axis of 32, the y-axis of 21, and the z-axis of 13.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that? I've done that part like 18 times. How is this not working yet?
I think you might be missing a comma or two, friend.
Okay. You guys can go ahead if you're done. I guess I can just stay here and wrap up the lesson plan and then head back to relieve Parthenon of duty.
Alright. GQ, are you good to stay?
I'm having a wonderful time with my new friend.
Okay. Well, have a good one then. I look at Lizard. I'm like,
Okay, I guess, to the bar. Do we want to go to the fight pit again, or do we want to...
not really.
Are there other bar? Yeah, I don't actually want to do that again either. Thank God you said something. There's got to be like a normal place we can go.
I'm sure, yeah. Bye, you two.
But bye.
Yeah, bye. Alright, okay, how about that?
There are now 17 syntax errors.
Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Real.
Alright, yeah. And you and Lizard start walking around town, basically blindly wandering. You have no idea what's out here.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Just, if you spot anything that looks has a bar energy, just say something.
I mean, I feel like it can't be that hard to spot a bar.
Yeah, I mean, that's like theoretically.
Speaking of spotting, Esme, you watch as Lizard, or sorry, not Esme, fucking Lourdes. Fuck, how am I doing this?
That's a
Lourdes.
recurring problem.
It's a recurring problem for me. I don't know why I have that
Yeah.
mental block. Lourdes.
It's because we're just so similar, me and
It's
Vicky,
true,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. We're like
Lourdes.
sisters.
Lourdes, you see
Okay.
Lizard and Esme leaving the factory. They seem to be wandering in a direction.
Okay.
They're probably
Wait,
done.
I checked behind him. Anyone skulking behind him?
No.
Didn't think so, but glad to check. What time of day is it?
I mean, this place doesn't really have a day-night cycle because you don't rotate around a sun. It's like an internal lighting system.
Yeah, we're like in a meteor or something.
You're in just a giant rock that floats in space.
Yeah.
So
But what's the time on the
internal
clock
lighting
if they use
system's
that?
growing dimmer. It's closer to like 5, like pushing dinnerish time,
I'm getting bored, but also I don't have anything else to do today.
You could
And I want to
read
feel
the
like I
others.
contributed. Checking in. Hello. This is what did I make up? This is Echo 46.
Duchess, is that you?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay, what's up? Everything good up there?
Yeah, it's actually pretty quiet. Some of my friends are out drinking and stuff and skulking.
Oh, cool. Yeah. This whole operation feels... I guess not an overreaction, but... I almost feel bad to say that I wish things would heat up a bit faster.
No, I agree. Like, it was so
Like,
scary
goddamn.
when they marched through.
This feels
But
like a
now it's
bullshit
also
job
quiet.
right now.
It is kind of like we're just twiddling our thumbs. But no, we can't think like that. It was important work. It could be
Yeah.
on the move any second.
Any
We're
second.
taking steps to prevent tragedy.
That's a strong word.
Or whatever. We're preventing bad shit.
I mean, tragedy. Yeah, sure. What's wrong with that?
Sure. Yeah, okay.
But the night shift people should be here anytime soon, and you'll be free to go. Well, I guess we'll all be free to go.
Good to know. Good to know. Alright, I'll keep sharp till then.
Alright. Over.
And out.
And out, yes, and out.
Over and out.
Yes, over and out.
Both.
Yes! Over and out.
Happy.
God fucking damn it, Duchess! Over and out!
Bye.
Fucking stop it! Clear the line!
Okay, Ashwin, you've stolen the map. You've chilling. You're wandering. Are you just wandering around invisibly?
No, I think I go back to the Anomalocaris and stare at myself in the mirror for a bit.
Gripping the
Make sure I'm not going
gripping the counter
crazy.
really hard.
Stop that,
Just-
Victoria.
What?
You know.
Yeah. You haven't heard anything new since your experience, but you definitely feel disturbed. Like perhaps your jettison into the unknown has attracted the attention of something that you would prefer not to have been seen by.
Yes. I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
You have not yet been able to shake the feeling of being watched.
I think I called Parthenon.
Parthenon, you get a phone call.
Oh shit! Picks it up. Hello.
Hey, so I just
Yeah.
I looked into the warehouse,
Yeah.
and when I went into the basement, he's like, these pauses are in character.
I figure.
I tried to reach out, and the wall fell away. I
Parthenon
heard
has
a
been
little
kind of
whine.
slouching. Oh god.
And I
Parthenon has
followed
been
the
kind of
tunnel.
slouching. Oh god. Yeah.
I followed the tunnel, and I think I saw the seed.
You saw it?
Yeah. I tried listening to it. It was like empty space. I sliced through it, and I heard a voice. Bad move, Ashwin. And then I was back in the basement.
Okay. Oh shit. I gotta finish this shift, and then Meet me at the church, okay?
Yeah.
Try not to be alone. You hear me?
I've got Rex with me.
Okay, good enough. Good enough. But the more people, the better.
I find a little traveling drone for Rex so that he can hang out with me.
Hell yeah, ball.
We talked a lot last night, kind of got to know each other, but we're still both pretty like stoic dudes, so there hasn't been a lot of
Two dudes being bros.
yeah. It's just kind of guys being dudes.
You know how it is.
Emotionally withdrawn.
And I asked Rex when I was down in the basement. Did you see anything? Feel anything?
Am I playing Rex now?
Yeah, I guess so.
Nothing. As far as I'm concerned, Ashwin, you stood there in the basement for roughly 37 seconds, and then we left.
Ashwin just kind of nods, not making eye contact, and heads out for the church. He takes a path that he knows a lot of people are going to be on.
Yeah, okay. As such, Ashwin, you run into a situation.
Oh, I love situations.
It
Dear
appears
God.
that two members of Trunk Security are harassing somebody.
What else is new?
Sir, we need you to not loiter around us so frequently.
Loiter, this is where I'm always at. This is in front of my shop. I'm not loitering, I live here.
I mean, you could be trying to spy on us, trying to get the jump on us. How do we know you're not lying?
I don't know. What do you want from me?
You got any papers, sir?
No, I don't have any papers. I've never needed papers before. What the fuck are you talking?
Ah, he's getting aggressive with us. They just fucking hit him.
I walk up and I say, Irwin, your rent's due. And I kind of like pull him away from the officers.
Excuse me, we're not busy. We're not done brutalizing that suspect.
Well, he owes me rent. You want to try getting some rent out of him? I kind of shake him a little bit.
Repeat that for me, Ashwin.
I want to try getting some money out of him. I like shake him a little bit.
I suppose, sure.
The guy's been living here 30 years. He's behind on his rent payment at least once a year. I kind of like shake my head at him and open the door for him.
Thank you. I'll get it to you. Okay, boss.
And he slips inside and slams the door shut.
I nod at the officers and start moving on.
Oh, actually, sir, you got a permit for the building? I mean, if you're charging rent, you have to legally own it, right?
Not on me. I don't walk around with my certifications.
Unlucky for you. Ashford, make a check to not get your ass beat.
Would read a situation help at all?
Yes, but I feel like you have better triggers, like assault.
Yeah, I was actually about to say assault would actually be perfect for this, right?
Yeah. All right. One officer raises their baton overhead to hit you with it. I say officer. The trunk security member raises their baton overhead to hit you with it. Boom! Throat punch. You hit him with that Viper strike. The other one is surprised as you then sweep their leg out from under them and then axe kick them in the head while they are on the ground still, and it's over before it even began.
Hell yeah.
So they're both on the ground.
You've knocked them the fuck out.
I pick them both up, sling them over my shoulder, and just kind of take them in the alleyway.
Oh wow, Devil Son, you're really getting up to it now, aren't you?
Is that Rex?
It's Chopper.
She's just sort of leaning on the entrance to the alleyway looking at you.
Oh, fuck.
Your fight rival.
I kind of toss these guys to the ground. You want anything on them?
Oh no. These guys are kind of fucking hungry for a reason to beat the shit out of people right now. Don't want to give them a new one. I mean, they'd lose, but I feel like that's just going to put more pressure on me, right?
Yeah.
So what are you doing on this moonlit walk?
I kind of squint at her for a little bit. And, yeah, I'm just like, what do you want?
Business. IPSN is bad for business.
You got a plan to make him go away?
Maybe. Do I have a killer?
You might.
Talk to me about tomorrow, okay? Swing up in Upper Rumble to my place. My family's place. Very interested in meeting you.
Alright. It's a date.
Gross. See you then.
To be clear, he was saying that with a little bit of joke in his voice.
Yeah, no, they're fucking around right now. They're joking with each other.
Yeah, and as she leaves, I'm trying to think. Maybe this is just an idea I had that I think is really funny, but I'm not sure Ashwin would do it. I was thinking about propping them up so that they, when they wake up, they've got their hands on each other's crotches.
Subtle homophobia from Ashwin.
It's just subtle homophobia from Ashwin.
Ashwin the homophobe. Sorry.
Ashwin canonically hates the Irish. Anyway, nah, he just he takes their guns because he knows that they've been in trouble if they lost their guns, and like chucks them.
Just fucking throws them off the edge into like the lower parts of the mining facility that are just unlived in.
He like watches them clatter down for a little bit and then leaves.
You hear the sound of a really distant gunshot from it hitting the ground.
And a cat goes meow.
What's a cat?
Cats exist in this universe. Come on.
No, what's a cat? Do you think cats live here?
There's no
In
cat.
Rumbletown? Absolutely. Well, all right, hold on. This is a port town, okay?
They got really
Do
big
you
rats.
have any idea how many rats live
Very
aboard
little
a starship?
dogs.
Do you have any idea how many rats live aboard a starship?
Yeah, they're pets.
And how many rats would be in Rumbletown? This place is full of cats.
No, you misunderstand. The rats are the cats. They hunt rats with bigger rats. Bigger, stronger rats.
What does it mean? What does it mean? I don't like that anymore.
So, Ashwin, you eventually get your way to the church. Parthenon, you're sitting there, kind of tapping your foot nervously as you wait. Eventually, Jesse comes back in through. He's looking down his phone again. He's like, "I'm back." He steps through the door. Then Megan kind of shuffles in after him. All right, and she's holding like the little mini casket that was left with good question.
Okay.
Hello, Parthenon.
Hey,
Shh, be
GQ.
fucking quiet! Oh my god, GQ.
Hey,
Hello,
GQ.
Parthenon.
Hey.
Thanks for covering my shift again. This is your friend. She left it with me. I just want to make sure you get her back.
Yeah, well, I'll get her back. I just gotta stop by the church before I head back to the ship, and then
You're bringing me to a house of God?
I guess so.
Oh, no.
Well, it's not that bad. Trust me. Takes the GQ casket, kind of tucks it under her arm like a football.
It's
So,
interesting
see you around,
to be
Megan.
smaller than you, Parthenon.
Yeah, that's an experience a lot of people have.
Wow, what a beautiful world we live in.
Yeah, see you around, Megan.
Yeah, but
Wait, yeah, bye.
bye,
Okay,
Megan.
she heads out.
It was lovely knowing you. And I will hope I continue to know you.
Yeah, no, it was good. Thank you.
She's twirling her like middle curl.
Parthenon walks out of the place and says, "So, lesson go well?" To GQ, that is.
She's an extremely adept, natural, if you will, I suppose, if such a thing exists, though I doubt. Yeah. Skill obviously being an emergent property of time. She has obviously put in a lot of time, regardless of having the proper equipment. She is unfamiliar with the standard methods of writing such things, but she is familiar with them conceptually. So she understands them on a abstraction, but not as a literal practice.
Well, I'm glad you're helping. Things with kids, especially problem kids, you just gotta engage them in something. Gotta keep
I was
them.
a problem kid. I am a child still.
Yeah, I guess. Hadn't thought of it like that.
I have not been engaged to anyone yet.
Not in that sense. Like, keep their brain
I know.
working.
I am having a pun with you.
GQ, it's been cool seeing you develop. I'm glad I've been able to spend this time with you.
You're like my aunt.
I guess I am. Auntie Parthenon.
Auntie Parthenon.
Can we get ice cream, Auntie Parthenon?
Could I have a puzzle, Auntie Parthenon?
Auntie
We'll get
Parthenon,
McDonald's.
before you bring me back to Mother, please give me a puzzle.
Oh, alright. Pulls out her slate. I don't know what is a good puzzle, but I found this cipher.
Oh,
Try this. Send it to
The
her.
sound, there's a sound of like a penguin makes when it snaps something up. It throws its head back and gulks it down. That's the sound that GQ makes when you give her a cipher. You arrive to the church around the same time as Ashwin does with GQ under arm. Ashwin with their little personal Rex drone.
Hey, let's get inside as soon as humanly possible.
Yeah,
I am
walk
not
in.
a Protestant or a Catholic.
Yeah, well, too bad. Get inside.
Oh, was that Rex?
Yeah. He's like, I don't believe in these religions, please.
You don't have to pay attention. I tell Rex. Then I sit down.
Shutting down attention mode.
He's kind of a wise ass.
My ass is wiser than its years. Wise
Seems
beyond
alright.
its years, my ass is.
It's always nice to get to know someone new. Anyway, so you saw something, and then you tried to stab it with your sword, and then you heard a voice say, "Bad move, Ashwin."
Ashwin, I think we
Anything
need
else?
to explore secondary types of problem-solving solutions, because I feel as if your first reaction to everything you run into is to swing your sword.
Is that Rex or GQ?
I think that was GQ.
This is GQ's voice. Wait, let me play them back to back so you can hear the difference.
I am Rex.
Hello.
Okay. I'm kind of like leaning against a pew, and I say, "All you have is a hammer. Everything starts to look like a nail."
Yeah, well, hammer, there's another side of the hammer usually. It's a little claw that you can use to pull the nail out. Hammers are multi-purpose, whatever. I'm losing the analogy. The fucking point is...
Stop
Has...
besmirching hammers.
The the point is... Has anything else happened?
No, I've just been...
Have you felt anything, seen anything, heard anything else?
like something's watching me.
Oh boy. Okay. I'm gonna dip my toe in and see if I can feel out what's going on. You should probably not try that again for a while. And, I would like to deconstruct reality a little bit, just a little bit.
Okay.
It's a little funny little deconstruction of reality.
That's a silly
Okay.
little deconstruction,
Uh-huh.
right?
So, are you sure?
Why do you say that?
Why do I ask if my player is sure about something? You mean?
In this circumstance, yes, because I feel like... Is there something I should know that I don't? Like, have I forgotten something?
No.
Is there a...
Hey, this is all about the vibes, man. This is all about the vibes.
I
Always.
think I am going to say yes to that regardless.
Okay.
I don't want to know fully what it is that is watching Ashwin now, because I feel like that's a fool's errand. I want to know if I can hide him from it. Does that make sense?
You want to know if you can hide Ashwin from him?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's just... Am I just rolling a flat d20 with this one?
Yeah, go for it.
My ass is so
Cool.
clenched right now. 13.
Yeah, you make the attempt. You feel yourself, as the analogy is, ascending, and then you feel as if you were a volleyball who just got spiked straight back down. The force being so great, it actually knocks you onto your ass.
Yeah, she fully falls over. She left GQ sitting on a pew, so just kind of balanced on a book.
Okay?
Ashwin gives her a hand. Helps her up.
I tried, and something blocked me. Like it knew what I was doing and knocked me out of the sky. Whatever you poked, whatever bear you poked here, I think it just knows now. It knows where we all are, it knows who you are. And, I think it's just gonna watch us. I'm assuming a lot, but I have a feeling that could have gone a lot worse, too. Shit. We need to maybe talk to JP about this. See if it's affecting everyone.
Do you feel like you're being watched?
Do I?
No.
No. So maybe it's just you. Whatever you did, it's onto you.
He kind of nods and says, "Then don't tell me anything I don't need to know."
Yeah, okay. I won't. I will, I guess, keep the bits that are not important to myself. Checks her watch. Or her phone. No, you know what? Parthenon has a watch. I think Parthenon has a fucking...
Rolex.
I don't think it's a Rolex. I think it's like... But it is one of those, like... It's like one of those watches like that dads buy that are like diver watches.
Okay, okay, I feel it. I see it.
Says, supposed to meet Alexa in a little bit. Can you get GQ back to Esme and promise me you're not gonna try to pray again?
Yeah. I take GQ and make Rex hold her.
I do not have arms.
I like put her like on top of him.
What?
This is a precarious situation. I feel like you don't respect me. Just hold me. Just hold me. Just hold me. I wish to be held.
After she complains for a little bit, I just hold her like a baby.
Is Rex jealous?
I
thought you want to read a situation?
Yes. Natural 20.
Intensely jealous. Feverishly jealous. So fucking mad about it, it makes him look stupid. And you got that all just from one little vocalization, huh?
You also pick up on the fact that Ashwin does not notice and probably wouldn't care. And he takes off.
Okay. She's gonna real quick. No, she's not. She's gonna go on her date. She has more important things to worry about, and that's going on her date.
Okay.
And that'll be where we end up.
What are you doing then? You're mumbling. I can't tell what you're saying.
She's going on her date.
Okay, you're gonna go to Head burger, ghost burger, headless burger, ghost.
Ghost burger head.
Ghost head.
Ghost head burger. Have
Ghost
a
head burger.
ghosty
All
head.
right. Esme, what kind of bar do you find?
Thinking here.
I have a suggestion.
What do you think? What kind of bar we're finding?
When I was in Tokyo, I walked down the streets and I saw these really tiny bars that only sat like 2 to 3 people.
Optimal for these folk in it.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's where I think they find themselves.
You find yourself in the world's
Like,
tiniest
just like
little cubby bar.
It's just like out on the street. Yeah.
Yeah, it's down in like the runaway bays where there's actually just like a shitload of them lined up one next to the other.
Awesome.
Oh, this is okay. All right. Slow. Yeah. It's like street meat, except it's a bar and it doesn't move.
Oh my god, I really need to get like a euro off the street again on High Street. Oh god. Man, that was the only good thing about working late nights on the valet was that. Fuck. I miss it.
I know a good Euro place on High Street.
I don't want a good euro. I want street meat.
Street meat.
I want something that's gonna fuck me up. All right.
It's just yeah.
Slap your balls right off.
What do you recommend, bartender?
I would here, and he just fucking hands Lizard a fucking White Claw. Let's start you with that.
Excellent. Esme,
I will
what
have-
shall you be having?
I'm going to have the strongest thing you have.
Looks you up and down. Can you give me a stay cool check?
I'm going to stay so cool. I'm gonna. In fact, my cool is gonna give me a sec. So I stay cool. It's +4. Okay. +4.
Just trying to
I'm gonna
rerun
stay
that,
so
you
cool.
fucking loser. Okay. He nods the same way a adult might nod at the comment of a child. And reaches back there and grabs you like just shit vodka. Like fucking dollar store vodka. Like the shit college students try to fuck themselves up on.
Can I? Sniffles. Can I push myself?
Go ahead.
All right. Well, I mean,
Hey, you take your
that's
shit.
an 11.
Okay, so you see that what he's doing, and you just sort of like speak up, like, actually, I would like that one specifically, the one that I recognize the label of and know is to be stronger than what you are grabbing currently. And you impress him with your alcoholic knowledge, with your repertoire of beer names, and he just nods and grabs that instead for you. Yeah, it's Flicker Field Projector. It's called Flicker Field Projector.
That's funny. All right, great. I have my drink.
Two people toast, right? Or are we just gonna?
She cracks open the can. It makes it a little fizzy, and she sniffs. She's like, "Oh,
Jerry, okay. Two. Getting home before late.
True.
Two.
Yeah.
Having free time.
Mm-hmm. Anything else? Yeah. We I don't know. I drink.
Yeah. Slip. Oh, this is wow. Ooh. Strong stuff.
She enjoys her little alcoholic seltzer.
Excellent.
You throw this back like a seasoned person with poor coping mechanisms.
True.
Oh wow, you really wow. Do you do this often?
I guess now I do. I don't know. It's like it's a whole thing. You know.
I suppose I won't pry then. How are you liking Rumbletown? I'm liking it pretty well now that I'm actually seeing it.
Oh, I mean, yeah, you know, it's best place I've had to hide from the government, you know?
Do you have any comparisons you need to make in terms of places you've had to hide from the government?
Well, there was a essentially deserted mining planet that we had to stay in a cave,
Ew.
and yeah, it wasn't great.
God, I remember when we were in a cave.
Oh, you were in
This
a
was, I
cave?
think, right around when I first got picked up.
Jesus fucking Christ, Asmodeus. You scared the shit out of me, cat. Asmodeus, it's sugar bread. You don't want this.
He doesn't even want it.
Doesn't even want it. Go away, you little freak. 1 second.
What a silly animal.
Wants the bread so bad.
So hungry for bread.
Rombomb's like that too. We have
Begone,
we have some
beast.
focaccia. We have some focaccia, and he keeps trying to eat it.
Okay, sorry about that.
When I got picked up the first time, by the Forgiven Sinners, JP's crew, the first place we hid at was in a cave on... I forget what the planet was called. It was inhabited, that's why we were in the cave. Fairly often walking into a settlement with nails in your head doesn't go over well, so we didn't really stay in inns, or hotels. We didn't really use hotels. We usually slept outside. This is probably the most stable living situation we've had yet.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine. We've just been, you know, in our ship, so.
It's kind of weird. There's just sort of a year, 2 years, that's just kind of missing now. I grew up on a conglomerate planet some million miles away from here. Millions is an understatement, obviously, and I was just a forum junkie NHP craftsman working for commission for some less than reputable cells of people with political interests that perhaps align with a group that rhymes with Boris. So, and then I woke up, and a year had passed, 2, 3, I don't remember the exact time, I try not to remember. And I had nails in my head, and I had a woman informing me that apparently I had been working for a cult for a pretty good while now. And just, this is the start of the rest of my life.
Huh. Wow. It's, yeah, I get how that is, a little bit.
Sorry, you didn't want to hear all that. It must be the alcohol talking.
She had one drink.
She hasn't even had one
It
full
was a
drink.
White
She's
Claw.
like halfway into a White Claw.
Ooh, slow down, ma'am.
I guess I'm still mourning. I hadn't really thought of it that way before. I'm kind of mourning having a life that was maybe not normal, but at least I chose most of it.
Yeah.
Well, where did you grow up?
Oh, core worlds. Did a lot of moving around. It was unremarkable. That was
Unremarkable childhood has produced a surprisingly remarkable woman.
it's what I chose to do with it, I guess. Kind of went out to do my own thing after getting kicked out of the Union Science Bureau. But
How'd you manage that?
Death threats and such.
That's amazing.
Deserved, honestly.
No,
Not for the reasons I thought I was, but
for new reasons.
Yeah, for new reasons.
New, beautiful reasons. I love it when fate makes you retrospectively right for your less than stellar social skills.
Uh-huh.
I was probably super duper right to dislike, I don't know, Borg Dyke on the forums. But probably not for the reasons that I disliked her. She was like, well, I don't know, maybe she was a murderer or something, but I only disliked her because of her opinion on Shin Megami Tensei 22.
The new Borg deck sounds familiar to me, but I don't remember from what.
It's just a Horus username. So that just fucking, just off the top of my head.
I feel like you have used that one before.
Literally met her in combat. She was the one who was cleaning up after the cousins. She was the awkward one who was like, and we had to keep telling her to leave.
Oh yeah.
Right, yeah. Called out.
Oh, I'll remember later. I don't know.
Let's drink to remember.
Right. Go.
Jesus.
Sip.
You got any family? I was an only child.
Oh. It's funny actually. I wasn't really expecting it, but my sister's here now. In Rumbletown.
Holy shit! What a insane coincidence.
Yeah.
I don't know. All the long run talents you could have picked out.
Not entirely a coincidence. She's with IPSN.
Ah.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that. Like trunk security soldier?
No, just long haul pilot.
Ah,
But they got her for this.
that's not so bad. Hopefully she's the one who takes them out. Like drives them away from here when they decide to leave, hopefully soon.
Right. Trying to, well, yeah. Getting them out of here is a real pickle. They don't really know what they're really here for yet, aside from the stuff that we took. But I feel like that's not the end of the story.
Wouldn't surprise me, I suppose. They come in here demanding a payment that can't possibly be paid, giving us a very short deadline to do it. And what happens afterwards? I mean, they're already establishing themselves as a policing force in here, muscling out the actual government that was here before, right? And then if they put all the pirate families in debt... I guess they have economic control over the station, huh?
Yeah, I think they just want the whole thing.
Yeah, that would be a pretty gnarly fucking takeover attempt. But I mean, like, what do they want with Rumbletown? This place is a fucking speck.
Right.
I mean, it makes sense that they can do this. I mean, if government is the monopoly of violence, if you just walk in with more violence, you become the government. Obviously. They just came in with more guns than what the manager could ever even hope to produce, and now he's just not the government now. Consent of such things is a fucking joke. This is why I didn't get into politics when I was younger, or before I kind of flicks the nails.
Yeah, I got that.
I guess I just got jaded with it. Nihilistic. I gave up on thinking anything would change.
Oh god. As he's like leaning onto the counter, elbows on the table, head in her hands.
The lizard kind of hover hands, putting a hand on your shoulder, because it feels like this is the correct thing to do when somebody does this physical motion. You do this physical motion. That is the answer to the question of this social situation. But she is unable to physically put her hands on you, and instead just sort of lets it fall back to her side.
You're all right. Okay.
It's a lot. It's, and we're just I don't even know if what we're trying to do is even gonna stop. It feels like it's just all out of our hands.
Like you're dancing to someone else's tune.
Yeah.
I guess the downside for you is that you're gonna have to remember it. Not being able to remember my time in congregation has been quite nice, actually. I don't think I want to remember what I was during that.
Yeah. Well, Hey, can I get another one?
Yeah, okay. Do you want another Do you want another cherry White Claw, sweetheart?
Yes, I'd love one. Yippee!
Crack.
But I mean, sure, it's a lot. You know, you feel like you have no control in the situation, but that can't possibly be true.
I guess so, but
You have
know, I
us. You have all the other pirate organizations. Theoretically, we are larger than IPSN. At least this little squad that they sent out.
yes. The problem is just getting everything to where it needs to be.
Yeah. But, you know, getting nobody finished will just be a very big milestone. So try not to beat yourself up, okay? You're accomplishing great things. That's something I couldn't have possibly done alone, despite my attempts. My very long attempt.
Yeah. Well, I am glad to be working on Nobody. It's does feel very important.
She's got a lot of personality. She's charming. I think tomorrow we could probably finish up at the pace we're working at.
You think so?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. I just still floored by how fast we're doing it.
Yeah.
Not to say you should slow down.
Should probably link back up with good questions soon.
Yeah, it's probably an idea.
Yeah. Glad she's getting out there at least.
She seems nice. I only really heard her talk that much today.
Oh. Yeah. She did some good work. It's nice.
So, like, why did you go with the familial dynamic software? Why that?
Oh, it was more of a sort of emergent quirk, I feel.
I see. Yeah, if you don't hardline establish the boundaries of the relationship with an NHP from the very beginning, it gets weird. It gets very weird, in my experience.
It was very weird. It was really weird.
Yeah, if you don't make clear, established boundaries on what you are and are not to them, they extrapolate. And NHP extrapolations can be wildly different from what ours might have been. Sometimes, though, it feels like they're the only ones who get me, though. You know, like, talking to other people can be incredibly exhausting. I'm trying to contribute to the conversation sometimes, you know, and I say something and everybody looks at me like what I said was odd, but it was a genuine contribution. Why is everybody looking at me like what I said was weird? It's related. Why can't you see the connection?
Yeah,
It might just be because half the congregation is lobotomites at this point. I don't know. That's rude. I shouldn't have said that. I don't mean that. I don't know why I'm... It's the White Claws doing terrible things to me.
I finish my drink.
I guess I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you tomorrow.
Bye.
We both try to get up out of our chairs at the same time, but we end up knocking into each other.
No, sorry.
You go.
You're the closest to the exit. This is like a small hallway.
Yeah.
I appreciate your gentlemanly demeanor, though.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
I'm gone.
Yeah, Lizard feels like you might have you two would start going in the same direction. When she notices that you are in fact going in the direction that she wanted to be going in, she just waits there for like 15 minutes and then starts going. Awkward situation avoided. All right. Ashwin has that. Esme, you are going where exactly?
I don't. I think I'm just gonna go back to the ship, I guess.
Yeah, because you would assume that Megan would have brought it to Parthon, and Parthon would have brought it back. So you go there. Ashwin's there. I assume Lourdes is there around this time.
Yeah, it's my shift. If I was relieved, and then I just go.
Yeah,
there
yeah. Somebody came in and over the radio you hear. All right, we got the sleepy boys out here.
Oh hell yeah, the sleepy boys.
Yeah,
Nap
you
City.
can climb on down from your ivory tower, Miss Sniper.
Woo! Yay! Scary down.
Yeah,
But
great
it's been
work.
real.
It has in fact been a continuous amount of reality.
Oh, no doubt. Alrighty. Well,
make sure to
thanks
turn
for all
on the
your.
radio, please, at the station. Yeah,
go
turn it
ahead,
off with
please.
your replacement.
Okay.
Alright,
Regret.
over and out.
Ashwin is on top of the spaceship again, and as you approach, you can actually see him. You kind of get now why it was called why GQ called it a dance. Because he's really just there's a lot of flourishing and very precise movements.
Throw a rock at him.
Excellent response. Ashwin, how do you reply?
Ashwin deflects it with his blade as it comes at him midair.
Oh hell yeah!
Hi, hello, hi.
Hi.
Yeah, he's got Rex and GQ up there with him.
You guys having fun?
No, I want to be put back in the ship.
Oh yeah, let me hold on. I'm gonna climb up.
Retrieve daughter, put back in big body.
It's like I'm so close.
Yippee!
Yeah, and then I pop her back in, and then I'll just like come back out to chill on top of the ship with Ashwin. Or have a
Lourdes
water.
returns to these two sitting on the roof like fucking like weirdos.
Ooh, I joined.
He's
I
not
boosted
sitting.
up.
He's
Yeah, he's still doing his shit.
just watch.
As
Watch
they're
Ashwin
just
do his
sitting there
shit.
looking out like a fucking creature with like their eyes glinting in the dark like a cat.
True.
I boost up to meet him. So, you guys looking at the stars and stuff?
Yeah, I guess so.
Ah. I've pretty much been doing that all day, just watching. Very, very voyeuristic.
Yeah.
So, anybody do anything cool today?
Not really. You know, work. Got a drink. It's like minus the actual, content of what we're up to. It always feels pretty normal, despite the situation.
Yeah, it is pretty mundane in a weird way.
I don't know. Really wish we were blowing up shit right now or something.
Careful what you wish for.
I don't.
Eventually, Ashwin kind of pauses. It's normal now. I have a feeling things are gonna get weird.
Ashwin, upon turning towards the two on the roof, in the corner of your eye, as you were turning towards them, you see far out, like towards the upper part of the stairs leading down into Runaway Bay, you see that there is a very tall figure who is watching you. And you see them, and by the time that you fully turn around, they're gone. It was just out of the corner of your eye, they're gone.
Ashwin stops in the middle of his sentence and just stares at that spot.
Just every bone, muscle fiber, skin, hair tells you that that person was watching you.
And he just stands and stares. We're being watched. I don't know if it's something mundane or something metaphysical. But it knows what I'm doing. He pulls out of a pocket in his stealth suit out of a pocket in his poncho, which he'd taken off. And he hands the map to Esme and Lourdes. And he says, the security force was working on this map.
Mm-hmm.
Poring over the map, it seems to be a semi-accurate recreation of Rumbletown's architectural structures, like as in blueprint format. There are little notations across it regarding potential pirate hideaway here, location of this faction here, and a lot of the ink space is dedicated to patrol paths.
Are they their patrol paths or ours?
Theirs, and there appear to be a few marked buildings, with a little note that's like base, like question mark.
Are any of those buildings ours?
No.
Do we know
What
what
about
these
the
buildings are?
families?
You wouldn't know what the family spaces look like. It's just an abandoned building that they're just specifically marking out.
They're trying to set something up.
Looking to the left, over at the long haul ship that Drew came in on with the squads, it does feel way too big to just be here to deliver a squad. It's like a freighter. Usually these kinds of things would be used to transport raw material resources.
Huh. I'm curious. Any ideas what that could be?
Sorry, say that again, 6?
Usually these things would be used to transport raw resources and materials.
Right. They're definitely planning something much bigger than what they allege of just getting back what the family took.
It really seems like they're trying to. Well, I mean, I suppose as much as it's obvious by now, but it really does seem like they're just trying to take all of Rumbletown. You know.
Wild.
They
I
said
guess
something
they're-
about taking over the whole of the Long Rim.
This could be a strategic position for them, if that's what they want at the end.
And if that ship is holding materials for actually building a base, then yeah, it definitely seems like they are placing their bets on definitely succeeding with what they're doing here.
Well, if we take that ship, no more problem, right?
Take the ship? Like, carjack it?
Yeah, scuttle it somewhere.
That? Well, send them back. Do you guys think maybe they know about the Metafold Ruiner and that's part of their plan here?
You think?
I don't know. I mean, the thought occurred to me. I don't have any proof, but
I don't think so, but I don't have any proof either.
Maybe some more information gathering on them might be in order.
yeah, I guess we don't have all the puzzle pieces yet.
Yeah, you think you could try getting on the ship next? Ashwin?
No problem.
It might be a little hot, but if you're into it, or down for it,
There would be many problems. Why are you lying to them?
Right.
No problems I can't handle. This is what I do.
This assessment is much more honest.
Well, I know you're the best of the best when it comes to that thing, but still. Promise you'll be careful.
Yeah. I will.
Alrighty.
If trunk security has too much of a reason to take us out, the whole thing is gone.
Yikes.
Okay. Parthenon, what's up?
Going to meet Alexa.
Yeah, are you in your khakis?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, maybe I could have stopped back to Realm Bomb. Do you have to jump on my keyboard?
Date night khakis.
You know what? She's gonna stop by the NML cares to change. She's gonna change her top.
You just see everybody on the roof. You're just like, hello, step inside.
Yeah, she's like, hey, see y'all later. Heads inside.
I gesture with my cigarette, like in greeting.
She's gonna get a button up and that, but it's like conspicuously not buttoned on at the very like top few buttons.
Very, very subtle.
Oh yeah. Listen,
All right,
she knows
and
what
you
she knows
just
what she's
immediately
about.
just start heading back off.
Yeah, she's going straight
You
away.
walk in, you come out a little bit hotter, and then you just keep going.
Exactly.
Okay, she's very eager today.
The silliest little thing.
Yeah, you head off. You're gone. You're zoom over to Ghost Head Burger. Heading inside. Alexa is already kind of waiting for you at the bar area. Oh. Hey.
Hey.
You look good.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, no, I was almost ready to just show up in the khakis.
Well, felt I should probably change. I could feel the air of slight disapproval of my fashion choices.
I just, slight is... Yeah, it was slight. Slight disapproval. So, I ordered, if you didn't, I hope you don't mind, I ordered ahead.
That's fine. Get anything for me, or do I got to order?
I wouldn't know what you wanted, but I'll try and remember it for next time, eh?
Oh, that's nice. I usually get their protein bowl.
Yeah.
It's healthy.
Oh, if it isn't
Is it
Protein
though?
Bowl
Is anything
Parthenon,
Ghost Head
welcome
Burger?
back to Ghost Head Burgers.
Hey!
I haven't seen your friend in a while.
Wait, what? The sort of surly guy we hang out with?
Yeah, the guy who pays your bills usually.
Huh. He
He's
just
still
hasn't
in
come
town,
in?
right?
I think so. Do I have his number?
I don't know. I don't think you do. He just sort of always found you.
Well, Ashwin's got to have a way to contact him, though, right? Right?
Maybe.
Oh yeah, I have his number. I've called him
Goddamn,
before.
Ashwin. I almost said something vile.
God.
Just know that I could have and I didn't.
Yeah, Parthenon just sort of says, "Oh, well, I'll figure that out later." Yeah, protein bowl, please.
Coming right up.
It's that stupid bitch who keeps ordering the protein bowl. Can you go and get it up nice? She's a very nice customer.
I like the atmosphere around here.
You come here often then?
Yeah, we meet a friend here every once in a while.
Oh.
But sounds like he hasn't been coming around. I guess I'll have to
I
check
wouldn't
on
have
him later.
suggested it if I knew you'd been here so often.
I don't mind. Well,
Oh,
to go
God,
somewhere
thank
you liked. You know.
Yeah, it's nice here. It's, we used to, you know, once in a blue moon, when things had gone well for us, for my birthday, my mom would take us here. So I got attached. It's been here for a while. It's surprising, you know? A lot of other places just sort of like come and go. The few consistent places are the places I usually frequent. All those posh, flash in the pan places up in Upper Rumble that the family usually backs, not worth it.
Yeah.
They come,
Never
they
worth
go. It's just nothing, you know?
Don't even have a good idea of a concept. You know.
They're trying to make tourist traps in a place that isn't actually that tourist heavy.
No kidding.
Well, I suppose we got plenty of new tourists now.
Yeah, industry's booming. Looks around the place and says, you came here when you were a kid, when you were like celebrating? What was your order? Because every kid has an order at the special place. See, when I was growing up, there was this place called Gorilla Burger. I didn't know. I didn't even learn what a gorilla was until I was 16. But they would serve these this smash burger that they took a big burger and they smashed it so flat it was the size of a plate.
Jesus.
With a giant bun on it. It was really thin, it was really greasy, and I got it every single time.
Oh, why? That's just a pizza.
I mean, but it was between a bun.
How
You
else
eat
would you
pizza?
eat it other than cutting it up like slices?
I mean, you cut it into a slice, then you eat that slice like a burger.
Like a fucking pizza! Oh, God. What a nightmarish object you've described for me. It's so vivid in my head, I can taste it. I had something off the kids' menu. It was the Morbid Morty, and I would sub out the sauce for the ectoplasm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The bright stuff?
Yeah, it's just fucking Thousand Island with some mayo and shit. He's like, don't talk about our secret recipe.
Man. Oh, hello, cat.
Yeah, it's what they have on the bog standard Ghost Head burger. So I would get the kid version. I would get the sauce subbed out.
Of course. Yeah. I
Now I'm a big
think,
girl. I get big girl head.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That the case? Yes,
Fingers
kind of
crossed.
grins. Yeah, if you're lucky.
Don't need luck. I got you wrapped around my finger.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I'm wrapped around your finger?
I'd like to think so.
Again, if one of us is
Yeah,
lucky.
you're obsessed with me. It's kind of weird.
Oh, I hadn't thought of it that way. You're right. It is kind of weird to me.
Yeah, what? Well, I mean, don't stop, but like, why are you so obsessed with me?
I like you. Thank you a lot.
She says a slur, but I'm holding off on saying it. I know how gay women talk. She says a slur.
Oh yeah, I know. I believe me, I know. But laugh was both in and out of character. Hey, Saladin, you're a pest. She kind of gets a little serious. She says, I know I've, sorry to bring the mood down, by the way, but you can already tell I'm getting serious.
Yeah, I'm bracing.
Yeah, I've been thinking about the conversation we had the other day. I've been thinking about the notions of protectiveness and transparency. And I guess things are happening. Things are happening way faster than I would have liked them to. Especially after today. Do you want me to just lay it all out?
Yeah. You can trust me.
Okay, here goes. I worked for a secret union organization designed to kill or imprison, air quotes, she makes the quotes for fingers, anomalous things and NHPs. And then I figured out I was working for a terrible carceral system, and is the short version. The longer version is I did something very bad, and then I ran with my friends, and the work kind of followed us here. Well, no. The work was here, and we followed it here. There's something sleeping under the city, waiting to be born. And when it's born, it'll try to kill everybody. And we came here to stop it. And IPSN is making that job really, really fucking difficult. So yeah. Really short version, weird shit is real, and it was my job to kill it for a while.
She looks at you until you finish, and then she nods.
And I forgot to mention, because we broke away from the organization, now they're trying to kill us.
Yeah, I figured as much. Parthenon, tell me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Should I take my family and leave?
She gives her a long, serious look and says, there's a part of me that wants to say yes, but there's another part of me, these things, we call them manifold ruiners. They feed off of tragedy. They feed off of sadness. They feed off of misery. And not only that, but they can cause it. I worry upsetting the status quo or doing something that would be construed as tragic would wake it up. And we need it to stay a zygote so we can kill it.
That's really sad.
Which part?
All of it, I guess. Just... I mean, tragedy is just the manifestation of, well, I mean, you know, stars. They glow real bright and then they expand and explode, essentially.
Yeah.
Tragedy's just love's dying star, you know? I just think it's sad, the idea of, having to avoid tragedy because, that means you be how you've been, I guess. Though you're pretty bad at it.
Yeah.
That sort of distance you try to put between yourself and others.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I try to. I didn't want to. I know I seem to have an addiction to putting things on my shoulders to carry. Sometimes you have to be the strong one, you know? You have to shoulder it so other people can do what they need to do.
And sometimes you don't gotta be anyone.
I wish that were true for me. For all of us. Thing is, at this point, I think if we ran, it would chase us.
I'll talk to my sisters. Once a accountant, maybe she can help the family with their balance issues with IPSN. Maybe we can help get that paid off. Whatever it is that they really are here for, I guess.
If you go, where can I find you?
Oh, goddamn, I don't know. If we were to leave Rumbletown, there's not a lot of places to go. We'd probably just fly in a straight line down the long rim until we hit the next station.
Well, if this comes to that, wherever you will be, I'll try to find you.
Come on, you have my number. It shouldn't be that difficult.
That's true. I can just call you.
Yeah. Why are you talking like you need to hunt me down physically?
Because that's what I've been used to, I guess.
You are the most hopeless of romantics. Straight up pathetic. Oh my god.
Jeez. Come on now.
No, that's what I like about you.
That empathetic?
She doesn't say anything. She doesn't respond to that. She just fucking laughs and starts eating her burger.
Alright.
Is that why you don't want to fight me in the arena again?
I worry if something bad happens, or if it makes something bad happen.
Like what? Final Destination?
There was someone we knew, and he was working with us on these things, and when the time came for it to wake up, the whole city was plagued with accidental deaths. There must have been hundreds, I think. And he was one of them.
Sorry for your loss.
Yeah. I didn't know him too well. Ashwin knew him better. Blood Feud was his name.
That's one fucking hell of a name. Jesus.
He was from the baronies.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I said.
They got big titles, don't they?
Yeah. First name Halcyon.
That's a good first name, though.
It's really strong, isn't it?
Yeah. Could shorten it to Hal, need be, you know?
Yeah.
It's flexible.
It's funny, I worry so much, I sometimes forget to give people credit too, now that I think about it. I think if it came down to it and we had to let's do another show, we'd probably be fine.
Awesome. And don't worry about it so much that you forget to live your life. Though I guess that's kind of a selfish desire. But fuck it, be selfish.
Maybe
There's
I
only
will.
so much you can give until the very act of giving and self-destructing is worse than whatever it is you're giving for, you know? Sometimes we just need to survive. We could do anything else, but we just need to live, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Has APSN been giving you or your sisters trouble?
I haven't run into them, but my youngest sister did. You remember her? She was the one grilling you.
How could I forget?
Yeah, her shop. Some fucks. They thought it was like a front or something. Harassed her about it. It was her. Broke her nose.
Jesus.
I mean, she's the lucky one from what I hear. And it's just gonna keep rising and rising, up and up and up. Moving from layer to layer until they've terrorized everybody in the whole fucking station. Now that's a fucking tragedy.
That's the problem, isn't it? They don't even... Or do they? No, I'm thinking too much.
What's up?
When I was working for the organization, they called themselves OMDI.
Dumb fucking name.
Omninet, Memetic, Deterral, something. I don't remember what. I never learned the rest of the name. Just the acronym. But,
You know, I never even thought about it being an acronym. I never thought to ask.
I'm forgetting what it was.
That's insane.
Omninet Memetic Deterral Initiative, I believe, right?
Deterrence, but yeah.
Deterrent, sorry.
Yeah.
But says they had representatives in the big corpo states who would act as liaisons. Would they really be that desperate to send or tell IPSN about this? No. I think it can't be, right?
I think working for a secret organization makes you incredibly paranoid about secret organizations.
Well, you're not really paranoid if they're actually out to get to you.
I think it's still paranoia, what's being induced. Paranoia doesn't imply that you're wrong, it just implies a high level of anxiety. Extrapolations that are extreme, you know?
Yeah, you're not wrong. And,
Because if
maybe
they
I
were
am
just here for
overthinking it.
you, they wouldn't have just rolled out with trunk security and set up shop trying to police the entire station. I think they would have just killed you.
Oh, I don't think they're here for me. I mean, the Ruiner.
What could they want with it? You said it was a monster that causes tragedies. Who wants that, you know?
The thing about OMDI is they're clever. Cleverer than they have any right to be. They take things like that, and they gut them and turn them inside out and turn them into guns.
Turning monsters into guns. That's an interesting transitive property.
I'm being a little general, but there's a frame that I stole from them that
Based.
is
Says that while
literally
fucking poking you in the side.
ow. Says literally based on one. I don't know if you saw it get unloaded or not.
No. I mean, I don't really pay attention to that sort of thing. I'm not really down in the docking bay that much. I mean, it's like my neighbors or whatever, but I was only really down there to walk you home.
It's there's a problem with that, and it's a good piece of technology. They're capable of just about anything. They turn monsters into guns, and they're damn good at it.
I hate competent and dangerous organizations. That sounds very scary. I'm sorry you have to deal with all that. And I'm really,
Me too.
but it's weird. I feel really bad that all that happened to you and all that, but I'm just really glad you told me. I can't help just feeling relieved, but anxious. But I don't know. I don't know.
I didn't want to do the thing I've been doing. I'm trying to be better about it. Because I know I have this mental block that makes me want to be a martyr.
Oh, is that where you got the names?
You know, I didn't actually come up with it. My suggestion was Moss Wall.
That's a shitty name.
Thanks. I liked it. That's a real throwback. That was my first suggestion for the team name.
Fucking going all the way back to episode 3, 4.
I thought that was one.
I don't know if you guys really properly discussed your actual name until like episode 2 or 3.
That's right.
I think it was 2 or 3. Yeah.
That makes sense. Either way, this is Moss Wall. Yeah, I liked it, but yeah, I have this mental block. You know, I've seen a lot of things, and I've done bad stuff that I'm scared to ever tell anyone about.
Well, I think I got a good idea.
You do?
Well, I mean, you're a Lancer. What's the one thing every soldier regrets? Killing people that didn't need killed.
Parthenon tightens her jaw.
Proverbial hammers, proverbial nails, hitting them on proverbial heads.
You know, I just had that discussion earlier with someone else. The hammer thing, but also the other thing.
How'd that go?
You know, as much as I want to wail and gnash my teeth and do everything I can to atone, I think the only thing I can do is try to live better. There's an urge to seek absolution as a short-term solution for the bad things you do. Saying I'm sorry enough is like a magic spell. That'll make the bad thing go away. But at the end of the day, the only thing you can do is keep going.
Yeah, unfortunately, the process of undoing that sort of stuff is not a quick one.
No. Never. She looks very far away for a moment. Realizes she hasn't had a single bite of her fucking protein bowl.
It's cold
Eats
now.
a bite. Yeah, it's cold. Eats a bite. It's cold. Goes, oh. I eat this? And puts it down. Better when it's hot. I don't know what it is.
I mean, I can warm it up for you.
You know I'm good. Thanks, though.
All right, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Remember that chef guy from the Star Wars prequels
Fuck.
with the four
My
arms?
best customer!
Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan!
Oh,
It was
I think we're getting his
Glupshino.
voice. We're getting his voice a little mixed up with Watto. Fucking.
Yeah.
But he does have a Watto-ass voice. Why do I know his name? What is wrong with me?
Watto? Watto's the most important character in Star Wars canon.
Yeah,
Arguably.
He was Jet. It was like Jet Ziggler or something like that. Ziggler.
Dexter Jetster.
Dexter
Dexter,
Jetster! He's a real
that's
Glupshino!
what it is.
God.
Hey, it's me, Dexter Jackster. I'm here to serve you your food.
If there was a chance for me to edit this episode, I would have been inserting the wrong picture of every Star Wars character we've been talking about.
Just imagine it in your mind.
Yeah, imagine a picture of a Ferengi, for example. That's what would come up.
Hey, it's
For...
Quark!
Really
And then when I
funny.
say Quark, you post fucking Dexter Jetster.
Yeah, no, I put Rom.
Oh my god.
And then when we were talking about this part, oh wait, you already did the recording, didn't you?
I have not ended the recording.
Okay, well, when we're talking about this part, you're still putting on the wrong images for the characters, even as we're discussing this bit.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
absolutely.
It goes
Like-
so deep.
Like when you said you put Dexter Jetster instead of Quark, you put a Worf.
But Worf,
When I say
exactly.
Dexter Jester instead of Quark, it's just two more incorrect. Yeah, let's. Great bit, everybody. Everybody, you know what? Pat your fucking self on the back. Great bit.
Are we going back to the dinner scene, or are we wrapping
Yeah,
up?
yeah. Your protein bowl's cold.
Yeah, she says, no thanks. I'm good. And I pushes it away.
Want me to walk you home?
That'd be nice.
All right. Yeah. I know where you live. I've done this before. Bit of a pro at it now. I mean,
You're an expert.
unless you don't want to go to your place.
There's a pause. Yeah, okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let them know you won't be home.
Okay. Text to the group chat. Hey, won't be home tonight. See you all tomorrow. Also, check in on Cuts. He hasn't been around the Ghost Head place. Send.
Ashwin sends a thumbs up.
Thumbs up in return.
Ashwin sends another thumbs
eyebrow
up.
raise, gay flag, question mark.
Who sent that?
Esme.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, true. Factual.
Actual true.
Oh, man, the penultimate part of this bit is in the Discord. We just make a canonical group chat that the characters have.
I would actually like that.
I did that for a campaign once. It's a delight.
It's very funny. Yeah, you and her are walking back to her place this time.
Mhm. We have privacy, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. My neither of them are gonna be home tonight.
Okay, just got it. You know.
There's stuff going on, it's family stuff.
Family stuff. Yeah.
I might have told them to make themselves sparse tonight.
Oh, you planned this then?
I plan everything.
Like a fly, I have fallen into your spider's web.
Sorry, got distracted thinking about something. What are we talking about again?
Something about me falling into your spider's web.
God damn it, I'm distracted again. Okay,
okay, well, let's keep it on topic.
About everything I said before about the wrong time. I guess I'm just so anxious about this sort of thing that I can't be happy. It's just not something that the world is gonna let me have. I'm like you in that respect. I'm just expecting the worst to happen if I let myself be vulnerable to good things.
Yeah.
Because that's just how it is. Good things come before bad things. Tragedy doesn't exist without love.
Yeah.
Grief, shit like that. Something.
I said this a lot lately. I have to believe that there's an after to all this. And there's an after where things are okay. Because otherwise, what's the point?
I'm sure you can believe enough for the both of us.
I will.
Tonight was very nice.
I'm glad you didn't immediately disbelieve my crazy story. I've gotten that before, I think.
I think I already told you that I don't think you can surprise me, and then you told me that you met God, and that she was on fire. So, I genuinely don't think at this point you can surprise me. I mean, living in the long rib, you hear a lot of fucking stories anyways. And I don't think you are capable of lying to me.
Looks at my fucking hide the truth skill of +6. And
I bet you fucking won't.
What?
Huh? No, that's just that's not real. That's just me as the DM. It's sort of a meta comment on your +6 and being like, "Bet you won't. You're not gonna do that, pussy. You're not gonna lie to me, bitch."
I'm not. Yeah.
I know you could, but you won't, bitch.
Jesus. There's Yeah, I feel like I'm through keeping secrets. Had enough secrets to last a lifetime.
Yeah, let's get through a whole lifetime before we start taking more on, okay?
Sounds good to me.
Alright, so... you wanna make out like teenagers?